Alright, so here I am with an example in Safari of what I've just created as far as this left border goes. And the title of this video is working with vertical lines or vertical rules in Adobe Dreamweaver, and all it is really is a border on a div tag. That's how I created. You can specify if you want a top, bottom, left, or right border, or all of them, of course, in Dreamweaver. So that's all we're working with here, just creating a left border for, in this case, my text box. What I did first was I created a right border around, I've got my image div right here, which has all these vertically stacked images. This is one div tag on the left, and I have my text div on the right. So that's kind of the foundation for being able to create a line in between my images and my text right here, is creating two div tags and specifying a left float on this one, which brings the right div tag with the text up to the right of it. And specifying a width on each was very important, which I discover generically and simply just by opening my image capture crosshairs and just saying, oh, this is about 386. Okay, that's what I specified, escape. So therefore on the right I specified, I think it was 350. Yeah, I just generically figured that out and specified it by using the image capture crosshairs. So, but this doesn't look good right here. I have first of all, I have the content is too high. It doesn't align with the images, and I have this white space up here, which just exists as part of the image. So I can't move this little image up because it's right now at the top of its div tag. I can't bring it any higher. That's how big the image is. It contains this space, as you can see, as part of the image. So I can't move that any higher. So the text is aligned to the top of the image, which I want, but I want it aligned to the top of the object within the image that we see. So to fix that, I've just got to create a margin. I'm just going to jump out of that and come back into Dreamweaver. So this is I'll figure out the name of this div tag is energy objects text. Energy objects text. Okay, that's highlighted. That's what we want. So bringing that up, I'm going to go over to box, and my height's auto, the float's left, that's good. So margin, top margin, I'm going to say about 30 pixels. Apply, and great, that pushes it down to align with the top of the object in that image. So that's what I wanted. Perfect. But now the problem is the text is still right up against that left border, which also doesn't look very good. However, if I create a left margin to try to push that over, I'm going to say 20 and apply it. Oh man, that's gone. Jump to the bottom. That's because it won't fit, because the width is 350 and the margin adds to the width, so it's now 370. So I just got to subtract 20 here. That's going to be 330. If I apply that, bam, it comes back up, but the margin also pushed over the border. So margin is not what we want to use to move the text from the border. I'm going to go over to padding and say left padding 20. Apply, bam, moves the border back over. Great, that's how we want to do it. And another thing that I'll mention here, just as a refresher with the floating, if I take the left float off of this and apply it, it comes back down to the bottom. I'm going to also just remove the width entirely and apply that and try to float it without the width specified and see what that does. I'm going to say left float, apply, and it brings it back up to the top like we want it. But will it do that in the web browser? I don't think so, because the width will naturally just go as wide as the div tag that the text div tag is within. So the left float may, let me just try this. So okay, I'm going to say preview in Safari. Yes, save all our changes and scroll to the bottom. Alright, so that's what it looked like before, and I'm going to refresh this, and yeah, that didn't work. So it just stretched it automatically to the width of the whole page div tag that it's within. Even though my left float is specified for the image holder div tag right here, the browser just didn't read it correctly. So I'm going to go back into it, text, edit it, specify our 330 in this example to match with the 20 to create a full left flip 350, sorry. There, now we specified the width. Let's go back into Safari and see if that fixed the problem. Did it fix the problem? Refresh. Yes, it did. Okay, so we do need to specify width on the left and the right div tags when we're making that rule in the middle, which is actually just a left border. Anything else I need to say on this subject? I don't think so. So it doesn't look exactly perfect like I want it right now. I think I want to move the rule a little bit more over here, which I can just do by reshaping, shrinking these images a little bit, which is super easy. Of course, then I'll have to specify a smaller size for the whole div tag. Okay, that's good for this video.